Hello. Have you ever wondered whether you're living from your true self or your false self? That is a question that Galina Sorensen has written about in our book, Beyond Dependence. Now, let me tell you a little bit about her. She is a channel, energy healer, and transformative mentor in higher consciousness activations, dedicated to guiding people into deeper self-awareness, empowerment, and spiritual awakening. With over 15 years of experience in exploring the subconscious and energetic realms, she has helped thousands to unlock potential and step into their awakened essence. Welcome, Galina. It's so good to have a conversation with you.
Thank you, Krista, and thank you for presentation.
You're welcome. Are you excited about the book coming out?
Yes, I am so excited. This is so great.
Yes. Now, you are originally from Russia and now living in Denmark, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Now, I'm really curious to hear how you got into the work that you're doing now, because, you know, in the times and when we were at school, energy healing wasn't really a big thing. So how did you get into this work, and what makes you unique in the work that you're doing?
Yes. I always have been interested in energy work and consciousness. So I see myself as an explorer of consciousness, and this is higher consciousness that we are aware about, and something we call subconscious mind. And I was always interested in what people believe in and why, because we are all different. And for me, this exploration of my life, and explore a depth of understanding of who we are. This is, I think, my core message, that we are much more greater than we believe we are, because we have something that I call dependent identity. This is all our understanding of who we are as a human being based on our early experience in our childhood and all this limitation we can experience in life. And then I explore that inside each of us, we have a greater power. We have a greater version of who we are. So this truth, this is my core message, to find this truth about yourself, who you are, and we all have. This book is about relationships, but because everything coming from inside, I discover in this book what is inside you, what creating your beliefs, what creating this lens from which you see the world, and what maybe make you dependent on something, some limitations that is actually not true, because deep inside you, you are different. I question different topics in this book, and this is an invitation to realizations that going to be very personal to each reader. And I love to create this movement. So creating movement that transform understanding about who we are, and this empowerment which can arise in people when they really meet themselves. This is my hope for this book.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I can really feel your passion and how alive this is within you, and how, you know, having read it and having read your story, the depth that you go to and the depth that you can take your clients on is quite remarkable. So I'm so excited for people to read your chapter and receive the activations, get the questions and the reflections that come from just being with this content and your level of awareness and awakening. So of course this book is coming out on the 11th of April, And here is the link where you can go and get it and also find out more about all of the authors. There's only 4. So writing a book with just 4 authors almost is like writing your own mini book. And that's what I want to ask you also, Galina. How has it been writing these 3 chapters that you have written?
Yes, it was difficult and very exciting and also transformative. So even so, I share my story. So sharing my own story, it was new for me in this way. So it was difficult because I was going through my own limited beliefs from my childhood. And of course, because I'm working with this, I know them very well. But when I write about them in this context that we have in this book, something new informations kind of appear, new understanding, and this is how it's work. When we're looking back, we have possibility to really understand this in the new way and get something important for us to understand about ourselves. So, and of course, it was very emotional because I connect my childhood and I connect difficult situations in my life to kind of show this movement that have been created in me. But I also connect my powers, of course, because this is true contrast, a false self, dependent identity in our true self. So it was difficult, it was very exciting, and it was transformational for me. Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I think, yeah, when we truly look at our story and write it in a way that it's being read and witnessed, there's something else that happens. There's a transformation that happens because we have to have the discipline to really put it into words that will not just be a journaling entrance, but something that will deeply and truly serve the reader, and sharing it in that way really, yeah, creates a transformation, because I've seen this over and over. It helps you to embody your story and your journey, and therefore claiming who you are in an even deeper way. And I'm so grateful that you've been able to experience that as well. So again, thank you for being in this book, and thank you for sharing your wisdom. And I'll put the details on the screen again. Join us on the 11th. We also have a book launch celebration that you can sign up for. It is totally free, where all of the authors are going to share their wisdom. You will get a guided journey of some of their magic. So you have a tangible transformational experience in that celebration of the book launch itself. So go check that out, hillhouse.org/beyond dependence. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you again, Galina, and we will see you very soon.